Okay guys, welcome back to another blockchain news video. Today we have Bitcoin currently on a downturn, absolute destruction out here. We currently have Bitcoin at $7,948, Ethereum back at that 205 level, XRP at 20 cents, nearly 21 cents, Bitcoin Cash 275, Bitcoin SV at $200. As we've seen guys over the weekend, we had some intense news coming out in regards to fear for the market downturn. We've seen the stocks market and other markets getting pummeled, absolutely taking hits. And I figured the cryptocurrency market may not be safe from it. So we went ahead and took some hits here this weekend, and we're currently under that 8,000 level for Bitcoin. Right now, the entire market is looking very red, guys. Absolute bloodbath again. Currently, Litecoin back at that $50 level. Tezos $250, Ethereum $205, guys. Very cheap compared to what we've seen at all-time high levels. Currently, EOS at $3.10, 11 cents. XRP nearly 21 cents. Link is currently in the green. That's to be expected. They continue to make gains. But entirely everything else is looking pretty red, guys. Cardano currently at 4 cents nearly. So yeah, that's going to be it for the market recap. In regards to news taking place, there was a lot of fluff information out there. So we're going to keep some of these articles pretty simple and straight to the point just to get you that blockchain news that you guys need to get the week started. And in regards to this option, guys, for the market, hey, you got to decide if this is going to be for you, if you're going to be buying the dip or if you're going to be selling the panic. You know what I mean? I'm here for the long run, so I'm definitely going to be loading up at these levels, especially with an Ethereum at 206. So jumping into the news, guys, first up, we have the team behind CryptoKitties is one step closer to leaving Ethereum. So Dapper Labs was the ones that did work together to get the CryptoKitties collectible game in late 2017. And we've seen how that just blew up, right? It got a lot of coverage from the media. You know, some CryptoKitties were going for very high prices. So now they're building their own blockchain and they're calling it Flow. Now, another thing to keep in mind, though, is that it seems like they also started their own programming language, which I won't lie, it's very frustrating because as a programmer myself, you know, having to learn different tools, you know, some programmers will say, hey, if you're a great programmer, you're definitely going to pick up a new tool. And I get that. You know, I'm right there with you, but there's so many different technologies. If you want to get your web app, you want to get it on the desktop, you know, you try to find just the simplest ways to go about things, and you want to do it safely, right? And you want to handle errors and things correctly. So it seems like they started up their new programming language, which did kind of detract me a little bit from the interest that I initially had in the blockchain. But in any case, they're calling it a blockchain 4.0. For the name of it is going to be Flow. Now, their fear was that with ETH 2.0, they were going to be limited with what they can do with the smart contracts, because ETH 2.0 is a little bit more oriented on, the team is more oriented on consumer focus, right? So they're looking to give the consumer more, and they want more transactions that don't want to be clogged up by the network. And that's what we saw with Ethereum. So we can't know for sure what's going to come with ETH 2.0. So they went ahead and built their own tool set. They got their new programming language, their new blockchain, and hey, maybe it might just be amazing. Who knows? But in any case, you know, they were the same ones that got the whole ERC 721 to become very popular, right? They got partnerships with UFC and the NBA. So these guys are pretty legit, and they had some support. Now, of course, we know that blockchains do have their own revenue system aside from selling tokens. But the main thing here is that they want to separate funding from the games. And that's why they came up with their own project, their own version called Flow. I think this is great. I think there's going to be more adoption. In essence, we do have to think about the future, guys, right? It's not always going to be money driven like with cryptocurrency. I think that is an amazing reason for blockchain, but we also need to think about all those other people that, hey, are not necessarily dreaming about becoming wealthy off of cryptocurrency, right? So that's where we get the gamers coming in, other people that are just used to what they have, and we get them involved with blockchain and then exposed to tokenization and all the ideas that we have with NFT. So this is going to be pretty cool. Again, we don't know how this is going to play out. More specifics are going to be coming up. And right now we're going to be taking a look at Flow, what they consider to be blockchain 4.0. Next up, we have yields of 25% to 42%. Lure lenders back to DeFi platform BZX. So we know that BZX did get hacked here about 2 weeks ago, but because of demand, right, supply and demand being decentralized, their payouts for yearly rates actually went all the way up to 41.7%, which is actually pretty high, or actually 41.9 as of March 3rd. So 41.9, nearly 42%, very high. And it came back down quite a bit, right around that 24.54% as of March 3rd. And as of March 5th, it went back lower. But in any case, what matters is keep an eye on these things, guys. If you're looking for lending opportunities where you can get, percentage back, or you can earn from lending out your cryptocurrency, this is a great way to do it, especially in the decentralized way. But now the other thing to keep in mind is these guys did get hacked. They've been operational for about 2 weeks. Things seem to be okay. And granted, the high returns for the current rates did bring back that attention. So, that can change. Of course, it can drop down. It can go back up. You just got to keep an eye on it and see what you want to do with that. The DeFi space, is decentralized. It's not like the US Federal Reserve who create those interest rates, right? They decide when to create interest rate changes. And everything that's currently happening in DeFi is based off of forces of demand and supply. So that's going to be one of those perks there. A New York power plant is mining $50,000 worth of Bitcoin a day. So we have here Greenidge Generation, a natural gas power plant near the town of Dresden in the Finger Lakes region, is currently working as a mining farm. It's comprised of nearly 7,000 mining rigs, and it's bringing in about 5.5 Bitcoins per day, guys, roughly around $50,000. So, hey, what more bullish news do you need, right? Aside from the price being in the gutter, essentially coming back down, it's no need to panic. You have big corporations. You have a power plant in New York, guys, in the state of New York, absolutely bringing in 5.5 Bitcoins a day. And these guys are gearing up. They have their electricity costs and all that stuff. They're trying to make it as low as possible. They want people that did have ownership with their power plant to, earn as high as they can. And let's be honest, this is now another big player that's going to be mining when the block reward gets hauled. Other people are going to be quitting if they can't, if the price doesn't swing on the upside the way that we're expecting it to. But these guys are going to be racking up Bitcoin, So keep that in mind, guys. When you panic sell, you're just allowing people like these corporations to just become wealthier and wealthier. And again, I'm not here to give financial advice, but then again, I do want to let you know what I think, my opinion in regards to this whole charade with, the Bitcoin mining taking place with big corporations, now a power plant. That's just absolutely insane. Next up, we have Unstoppable Domains Chrome extension lets users browse Ethereum-based sites. So this is going to be really cool. They're going to be able to, with this extension, you're going to be able to access any .crypto domain names directly from the Chrome browser. There's a big step to open up that Web 3.0 idea that we all have, right, of decentralized web. One big thing we've seen with Chrome and Google is that they did shut down the MetaMask wallet for a little bit, and then they later reinstated it. We've seen them kind of mess around with the whole crypto YouTube channels and stuff. We've seen that. And, it could go down. But then again, Unstoppable Domains, this was the one that was founded by or backed by Tim Draper, a $4 million seed funding. And now these guys are, they're playing real ball, and they got a good product out there. They got this Chrome browser extension going, and they actually had their own browser. They didn't specify how many people actually downloaded it a few weeks back, but in any case, now they're in Chrome, and hopefully that's going to allow people to be more exposed to the decentralized web. French court ruling, Bitcoin is fungible, intangible asset just as money, guys. Again, bullish news, even though we are seeing this downturn in price. Bitcoin just got recognized as similar to fiat money, a fungible, intangible asset, guys. And that was by the French Commercial Court of Nanterre. These guys here, they had to, so a case came up when two entities couldn't decide who had the legal rights over $350,000 worth of Bitcoin Cash. And this started back in August 2017 when the Bitcoin fork took place that created Bitcoin Cash. So right now they stated the court ultimately decided that the primary cryptocurrency is a fungible intangible asset. It placed it in the same category as fiat currencies as an interchangeable but not individualizable good. And so the cool thing is that this happened in France, and that's going to be setting a precedent for the entire rest of the world, right? And that's why the scope of this decision, like the statement here says, it's allowing Bitcoin to be treated like real money, like other financial instruments, right? Not just real estate or something like that, but actual tangible money. So that's going to be really cool when it's passed. Bitcoin is passed as from one person to another. You know, it's passing that ownership. You're transferring that ownership property to the other individual. So pretty cool stuff here. Crypto is now legal in South Korea. Parliament passes landmark cryptocurrency bill. So right now we have cryptocurrency trading is absolutely legal in South Korean government. This is great news, bullish news, guys. Following what are we following here? I showed you yesterday. It says it down here at this part of the article. We have there's another group. Let's see, maybe it's down here. In any case, we had the Indian ban was lifted, right? Now we have South Korea here making gains forward in legalizing cryptocurrency trading, and then they're going to be allowing in about a year exchanges, trusts, wallet companies, and all that good stuff. So it's going to take a little bit of time for, you know, the cavalry to make it in. But for right now, cryptocurrency trading is open in South Korea, and that should open up opportunities for South Korean locals. They're referring to it as a new coin age, which is pretty cool. But then again, others are not as optimistic, and they're pushing for cryptocurrency exchanges to be possibly migrating outside of South Korea due to the new rules for safety, KYC, and all that crap that, you know, they try to keep up with. So that's going to be it for the next one. The last one today, we have following the crypto ban lift from India, Matic Network and WazirX are feeling positive effects. This was back a couple days ago here on March 5th, but I figured I'd let you guys know just so you follow Matic. It's possibly down because of the red market today, but it had surged 35% from 2 cents to almost nearly 3 cents. And then WazirX is their crypto exchange. They're in India, and it seems to be getting some pretty good, you know, support from the community, from the locals there in India. But that's going to be it for this one, guys. I don't really have anything else to cover. Like I said, the news was pretty fluffy, right? There was a lot of just, you know, emotionally driven news taking place, but I didn't want to cover any of that. I want to give you guys a straight shot. You know, we cover the prices. I let you know if it's good or bad. You decide what you're going to do. I'm giving you the news so that you can stay ahead of things and you can decide, hey, if another day in crypto is worth it for you, right? And that's what this information is for. So if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and click the like button. You can sub to the channel to get more blockchain news throughout the week, Monday through Friday. And you can leave a comment down below so we can keep the conversation going, guys. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.